In the last 7 days, I've dropped almost 3 pounds, 2.9 pounds. I really want to say 3 pounds. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Tiara, and this is my channel, My Shot at Life, where I share my weight loss journey on a GLP-1. 14 weeks ago, I started my medicated weight loss journey at 302 pounds. Tomorrow, I will take my 15th dose. Quick dosage history. I started at the 2.5 milligrams and I went on that for 8 weeks. And then the next 6 weeks after that, I upped my dose to 3.75 milligrams. I am now on the 5 milligram dose as of last week. In the last 7 days, I've dropped almost 3 pounds, 2.9 pounds. I really want to say 3 pounds. This morning, I weighed in at 264.3 pounds, which brings me to a total of 38.4 pounds down. You can probably see my goal board behind me. I haven't updated it yet because I want to do it with you guys. So far in my weight loss journey, I really haven't had many side effects. A little bit of sulfur burps in the first week, nothing too bad. When I dosed last week at the 5 milligrams, I knew that I could experience some kind of side effect as I upped my dosage, so I really tried to make sure that I got in some good fiber. A GLP-1 will slow down your digestion, and it can just cause some stomach issues. So I like to take fiber. You can eat lots of vegetables. I don't like vegetables very much. I do eat them, but I like to take a fiber supplement. I've taken my fiber supplement almost daily since I upped my dose. I'm very happy to report that I have not experienced any side effects from upping my dosage to the 5 milligrams. After being on the 5 milligrams for a week, one thing that was really kind of surprising to me after upping my dosage to the 5 milligrams is my hunger suppression is actually not as strong as I thought it would be. When I started the GLP-1 at the 2.5 milligrams, it really would suppress my hunger, especially in the first 3 to 4 days. When I upped it to the 5 milligrams this time, I really experienced only like 2 days of actual hunger suppression and actual food noise, like quieting. After that, I really did start to feel the food noise coming, and I really don't know, am I just like in my own mind about it? I don't know. But despite that, I am still losing weight, and I've lost the 2.9 pounds this past week at the 5 milligram dose. I actually haven't been that good about working out. It is a battle. It is a chore to work out. I've never enjoyed exercise. When I do it consistently, I start to enjoy it, but when I take a break, coming back into that is just so hard. It's so difficult. I do enjoy lifting weights, and I do enjoy doing Supernatural on the Oculus. I just don't like the feeling of actually doing it. I enjoy after, and I enjoy the effects of it. Going back into weights, I feel weak. I don't feel like I'm very good at it. And doing Supernatural, it's a headset. It's a VR, virtual reality headset. And sometimes it really just hurts my head, like gives me a headache to do that kind of a thing. So with those excuses that I'm giving, what do you guys do for exercise that you find enjoyable, something that is easy to get into, something that is relatively low cost? Let me know. And now for the moment. I'm so happy I get to take off this top row. That whole row gets to be gone. So 267, goodbye. 266, goodbye. I don't want to see you again. And 265, goodbye. I'm hoping tomorrow, the 264, I can take off. I wish I could take off all of that. Honestly, if I could just drop it overnight, that would be very, very preferable, but that's not going to happen. So I'm hoping I can at least do one by one. Nice, slow and steady wins the race, right? So here's my full board of how far I have to go. Man, it looks a little daunting, but I can do it, especially with the help of a GLP-1. I know that I can do it. I know that it's possible, but I want to be further. Here's how I'm currently looking, if anybody cares. So I really don't see much of a difference in how I'm looking. Sometimes I feel a little bit smaller, and I felt a little bit smaller this past week as I've been on the 5 milligram dose. But I'm really wanting to see stomach go away, legs I don't want to see my legs go away, but I want them to shrink. And sometimes I think that I've done like all this progress, and then I take pictures of myself and look at them and I'm like, oh, I haven't done as well as I've thought. Here's one that I'll show you right here, because I really thought that I just looked so good. I really thought that I had just lost all this weight, slimmed down, and then I saw this picture of me. This is from a concert that I did this past Saturday, and I really just thought that I had just slimmed down, that my skirt was like about to fall off of me, kind of a thing. And I saw the picture and I was like, what? I really thought that I was going to be further along than this, but so this is how I currently look, and it's fine. It's okay. I definitely do not want to be where I was even a week ago, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 14 weeks ago. So I am very grateful for what progress that I have made. My wedding anniversary is in 2 days, and I am not entirely sure what we're going to do to celebrate. We live in rural Idaho, and it's really not a very good time to celebrate an anniversary because, for one, rural. For two, it's cold. It's wintertime. The wind, my goodness, it's cloudy. So we're not exactly sure what to do. One thing with being on a GLP-1 is we are trying not to have food be a celebration or a reward. So in my area, I don't really know what to do in the wintertime. There's a lot of outdoor stuff to do around here, but it's too cold. To be honest, we probably will still go get food or go out to eat, something that we can do together. There's really, I feel like mostly if you're not doing outdoor stuff around here, it's just food, which used to be sufficient for me, for my husband, but now we're trying not to celebrate with food. What do we do? We're thinking about going to a hot spring. You have to make reservations. Do we really want to go through that? It's about an hour away from where we live, so it's not too bad. We could go to a movie, but honestly, I think the food would be a little tempting, even on a GLP-1. When I talked about my hunger suppression not being at the greatest that I thought it would be at the 5 milligram dose, it's probably a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being great. It's probably a 7 for my hunger suppression. Now that could be better when I dose again. It could be my body's just still getting used to it, and maybe start working out, because I'm really bad at being consistent. But if I restart working out, maybe that will also help, because I feel like there's so much effort being put into working out, and I don't want all of that work to go to waste if I'm just like, okay, that means I can eat more food, or that means I can eat this kind of food. GLP-1s are great, and even with the little bit of hunger and food noise that I've felt on the 5 milligrams, I'm still losing weight. I'm still seeing progress. It is still life-changing. I really want to start seeing the weight loss in my body. I can see it a little bit on the scale moving down. I don't weigh every day, even though that's my intention. Sometimes I skip a day or something, or skip 2 days. So I don't weigh every day, but I try. I like to see what's happening with my body. I know when you eat food one day, it doesn't automatically show up on the scale the next day. It can take a day or two to show up. So it's not that I'm trying to track the trend, but I do want to see overall with my dosages, how does it affect? Do I gain weight at the end of my dosing period? Do I lose the most in like the first couple days? I want to see those kinds of trends. So tomorrow I will take my 15th dose, and I will start my 15th week of being on Mounjaro, which is the Tirzepatide. Also last week, I injected into my thigh because I wanted to see, like, maybe if I didn't inject into my stomach as I was upping my dose, maybe then I wouldn't have like side effects, which I haven't had any so far. But I was just a little concerned that maybe I would experience like some nausea or something after upping my dose to the 5 milligrams. So I dosed into my thigh. I don't know that that was the wise thing to do this time. For some reason, it hurt. I actually don't have a a whole lot of fat on the tops of my thighs. It's mostly like at the back and on the inner thigh. And I dosed right onto the front of my thigh. It was a bit painful, probably the most painful that I've had so far, which, I mean, it really wasn't that bad, but I was still just like, that kind of hurts a bit. So I think this next time I'm going to dose directly into my stomach again. I think maybe I can just keep it at that area, and I'm not going to dose exactly in the same spot every time, but switching sides and like, what is that? Horizontally. Horizontally and vertically changing where I'm going to inject at. Words are hard. Let me know where you inject at, if you've seen specific kind of progress in any certain injection area. I am curious to know how it's affecting people. Thank you for taking a shot at life with me, and I will see you next time.